Welcome back to Through Her Eyes, the podcast where we explore the stories of African migrant women living in Morocco, stories of courage, transformation, and contribution. I'm your host, Malika Akestour. In our last 2 episodes, we meet 2 inspiring Senegalese women who built their own businesses in Agadir. But behind many of these stories, there's a name that keeps coming up, Jamila Etbled. Jamila is the president of Benin, a Moroccan association that has been working for over 20 years to support single mothers, children, and migrant women. And today, we turn the spotlight toward her to understand the women behind the support and the vision behind the work. Because you can't talk about migrant women in Agadir without mentioning Benin. I meet Jamila at the association's headquarters in Agadir. A calm, determined presence, a woman who has been listening, supporting, and standing by women others often overlook.
تتعدد أسباب هذه الهجرة، لكنها غالباً ما ترتبط بعوامل مركبة بحيث يتداخل فيها كل ما هو اقتصادي، اجتماعي وثقافي، مثل الفقر، غياب فرص الشغل، انعدام الأمن، والعنف القائم على النوع الاجتماعي أو الالتحاق بالزوج. بالنسبة لكثير من النساء تكون الهجرة وسيلة للهروب من واقع يهدد كرامتهن وسلامتهن سواء على المستوى الاقتصادي والاجتماعي.
She told me that most women don't leave their countries because they want to. They leave because they have to. Poverty, insecurity, gender-based violence, and the dream of a better future. All of it comes together. Sometimes migration is a way to protect their dignity or simply survive. Women who came to Benin are often over the age of 24, with varying levels of education, from no schooling at all to university degrees. They arrive with dreams of safety, stability, education, and work. Many believe that migration will give them the freedom and means to support their families back home. But the road to Morocco is rarely easy, and for women, it's far more dangerous. I asked Jamila what kinds of risks they face along the journey.
طبعاً تواجه النساء مخاطر مضاعفة مقارنة بالرجال خلال رحلة الهجرة. أبرزها الظروف البيئية القاسية تشكل تهديداً كبيراً، ثم العصابات وتجار البشر الذين ينشطون بكثرة في مناطق العبور، الاستغلال الجنسي والتحرش خاصة أثناء المرور عبر شبكات التهريب، الإجبار على العمل القسري والاستغلال.
They face harsh environments, human trafficking, sexual violence, and forced labor, especially while passing through smuggling networks. These are not abstract dangers, they are real, and they leave lasting wounds. That's why Benin exists. It's more than a center, it's a lifeline. When a migrant woman arrive at the association, the first thing they do is listen, no judgment. Just welcome. Then comes medical and social support, childcare, and professional training.
أولاً الدعم النفسي والاجتماعي عن طريق الاستقبال والاستماع، المواكبة الطبية والإدارية.
Jamila and her team offer workshops in baking, cooking, hairdressing, beauty care, and languages. While mothers train, their children are looked after in the association daycare from as young as 40 days old.
بالإضافة إلى دعم عيني يكمن في توزيع الملابس الخاصة بالنساء والأطفال والألعاب وتوفير بعض الأدوية والمواد الغذائية على شكل قفف.
Even after the children enter public school, Benin continues to support them, offering meals, clothing, school help, and medical follow-up. It's a full circle of care that gives mothers the time and space they need to rebuild their lives. I asked Jamila about the biggest challenges these women face after arriving in Morocco, and she was clear.
أبرز التحديات التي تواجهها النساء المهاجرات عند وصولهن إلى المغرب هي صعوبة الحصول على وضع قانوني واضح، خاصة بالنسبة للمهاجرات غير النظاميات، مما يدفع الكثيرات إلى العمل في القطاع غير المهيكل. شخصياً لا أرى أن هناك حواجز كبيرة تعيق الاندماج اللغوي الثقافي والاجتماعي للمهاجرات لأنه يمكنهن تحقيق هذه الأهداف بالعزيمة والاجتهاد والرغبة في ذلك.
Its legal status. Without proper papers, many women are pushed into informal work, which makes them vulnerable to exploitation. But Jamila believes integration is possible. Language and culture aren't the real barriers. What matters most is determination. And in that spirit, Al-Banin promotes coexistence. Moroccan and migrant women attend training together, share meals, exchange traditional clothing, and prepare both African and Moroccan dishes side by side. Even the children are part of this beautiful integration. Jamil tells me how the little ones in daycare speak Darija fluently. Some even attend public school with Moroccan peers and learn Arabic, French, and English. This isn't just assistance, it's inclusion.
في إطار التعايش أؤكد أن جمعيتنا نجحت في إدماج المستفيدات المهاجرات مع المغربيات طبعاً عبر إشراكهن تنظيم حفلات وأنشطة ترفيهية وعبر تنظيم لقاءات ودودة بين النساء المهاجرات والمغربيات لتحضير الوجبات التقليدية الإفريقية والمغربية وكذلك تبادل الأزياء التقليدية بينهن.
But despite all this effort, challenges remain. Jamila points to a lack of access to healthcare and housing, not just for migrants but even for Moroccans. Under-resourced hospitals and housing shortages affect everyone. Still, she and her team do what they can, providing clothing, food, medicines, emotional support, and legal guidance. And they don't stop there. Workshops on maternal health, children's rights, and income-generating skills, celebrations and activities for mothers and children, everything designed to empower, educate, and connect. So I asked Jamila, do migrant women contribute to Morocco? Her answer was immediate.
رغم التحديات التي تعاني منها النساء المهاجرات إلا أنهن يلعبن دورا حيويا في الحياة الاقتصادية والاجتماعية داخل المغرب حيث يشتغلن في مجالات متعددة مثلا الحلاقة، الخياطة، التجارة والمشاركة في مبادرات جمعوية وثقافية خاصة المتعلقة بالهجرة وحقوق النساء.
Absolutely. These women are active in beauty, sewing, commerce. They bring cultural richness and contribute to the informal economy. Some participate in cultural and advocacy initiatives. They are not just guests, they are part of Moroccan fabric. Still, Jamila believes there's room for growth. She hopes for policy changes that simplify paperwork, expand legal protections, and recognize migrant women not just as beneficiaries but as actors in development.
تعزيز هذه السياسات ببعض الإصلاحات لسياسة الهجرة تضمن الحماية القانونية والكرامة الإنسانية. تعزيز كذلك برامج الإدماج الاجتماعي والثقافي والتربوي للنساء وأطفالهن. تيسير إجراءات الحصول على الوثائق القانونية. الاعتراف بالمهاجرات كمواطنات فاعلات في التنمية وليس فقط كمستفيدات.
Jamila Itblan doesn't just run an association. She creates a space where dignity is restored, potential is nurtured, and futures are reclaimed. In the stories of Yasin and Maria and in the voices of so many others, her work echoes quietly in the background. But today, we brought that voice forward. Thank you, Jamila, and thank you for joining us. Until next time, I'm Malika Akestour. Stay curious, stay kind, and always listen, because behind every face, there's a story waiting to be heard.
This content is produced as part of the Move Africa project, commissioned by the African Union Commission and supported by GIZ. The views and opinions expressed are those of the authors only and do not necessarily reflect those of GIZ or the African Union.